My mom asked me a question, Claudia, what do I have to think about before I start recording videos with a smartphone? 7 things to remember before recording, editing, and sharing your videos with a smartphone. That's very long title. Probably I should work on this a little bit better. Thing number 1, that would be idea. You have to think about idea for your story, for your video. I understand you can wing it and just start recording everything, but maybe just for a change, think about what you want to record, how that story is going to look like. And let's go to ancient Greece. The story, the construction of the story, the beginning, the middle, and the end. The beginning, the introduction to the story. So your viewers, even if those are just your family members and few friends, but we want to create something that they will enjoy watching. The middle of the story, add all those bells and whistles of the story there. And the ending, sweet, sad, funny. Thing number 2 to remember, that would be structure and composition of your video. And for that, I like to create something called storyboard. And in my case, that would be on a piece of paper or on my phone. I will have a list of different video clips that I would like to record, the idea how I want to record those. So where I will position my smartphone, what angle, what's going to be in that frame, what size of the shot I'm going to do. So for example, let's keep it simple with the camera angle. Imagine this. Most of the time when we are recording, we are holding our phones just in front of us and recording what we see. But what if you try to get your smartphone and maybe position on a different level? So for example, on a ground level, or maybe get your hands up and start recording a little bit higher, facing down. Try different angles on the side. So not only just in front of the subject that you would like to record. In that way, just changing that simple smartphone angle, the camera angle, just try and practice and test what options look better to help to enrich your video. Then let's talk about the shot size, the establishing shot, which is wide, all the variety of wide shots, the full shot, which you will see the whole frame of the character in your video clip, the medium cowboy shots or the regular medium shot, the close-up, the extreme close-up, where we are just showing the eyes, the face, the details of our character. And I understand you might think, hold on a second, I'm not doing $100 million movie production here. I understand. But at the same time, why can't we use some of those ideas and incorporate them into our video, into our movie, so it's more interesting? Then let's talk about that shot framing. You can do the single shot, which is you are recording just one person, or maybe 2, 3, 4 more. Crowd shot, over the shoulder shot, 2 people talking and your smartphone is kind of behind or over the shoulder of one of the characters. Point of view shot, and that's the one where you get that smartphone on the level of your eyes. Insert shots, those are those detailed ones. Look how many different camera angles you use, shot sizes and framing you incorporated in your video. Suddenly, it's getting more interesting and it was not that complicated. If you know the basics to photography, I strongly recommend utilize all those principles in photography in video creating process as well, because that helps. Okay, let's talk about accessories and gear. I get it. We're talking about the smartphone, so the smartphone is absolutely enough for you to record your video, create your movie. But if you would like to add a little bit more, you can think about maybe a tripod, gimbal, maybe external microphone. And believe me, people can forgive you the poor quality of video, but poor quality of audio, not so much. Another accessory could be external monitor. You can add additional lights, like accent lights, like you have here. You see those accent lights I have in this video in the background. You know what? You can actually create a smartphone rig. And I will add a link to my video on how to build your smartphone rig with all those additional accessories. How I made so many mistakes, but finally created something nice. But I think at the end of the day, always remember, start with the basic thing, start with something that you already have, which is the smartphone, And then when you feel comfortable, start adding more. So now let's talk about the recording process. So thing number 4 to remember, we are recording finally. As I mentioned at the beginning, our final movie, our final video is the combination of small video clips that you will stitch together later on during the editing process. To record that, you can either use the built-in default camera application or get a third-party camera applications available. So here on the screen and in the description to this video, you will have a few camera applications on Android and iPhone that you can choose before you start downloading those applications. And well, you will have to probably pay for the subscription or one-time fee, depends on which one you are going to select. Before you do that, test the default built-in camera application on your smartphone. Practice. Then, thing number 2, go on YouTube and check the camera applications from other developers. Check the reviews, see what looks user-friendly for you, and then based on that knowledge, go and purchase those applications and use them on your smartphone. When you are getting ready to finally record, also think about that storyboard we mentioned earlier, so you know exactly what sequence or what shots do you need to record. And the beautiful thing about recording with your smartphone is that if you don't like it, you can always delete that and start again. Thing number 5 to remember is editing. Editing might be frustrating and time consuming, so get yourself ready. And in this case, again, you might need some third-party video editing applications out there. Do I want to record on my smartphone, maybe on my tablet or desktop laptop? So you have to do the research first. And here again, and in the description to this video, I will add a few video editing applications available out there. Before you start purchasing them and downloading on your smartphone or tablet, please go on YouTube and do a little bit of research. Which application is better for you? Some are for the beginners and some are more for advanced users. So do the research first, then decide if you want to purchase that or not. And like with every video editing, always cut all that fluff that it's not necessary and keep those best video clips. Edit everything, add the transitions, add some special effects if you choose so, add a text or maybe voiceover. You can do all of that, but at the beginning, start with just basics. Thing number 6 to remember. Now we are going to publish our video. Do I want to keep it public or do I want to keep it private? Do I want to share maybe my video on social media? And if so, which social media platforms am I going to choose? Do I want to create my own YouTube channel, which is absolutely fine, and then share my videos like that, or maybe just on Facebook or any other social media? What do you want to do with that video after it's done? Thing number 7 to remember, copyrights. So if you choose to add maybe a music to your video and you didn't compose that music and you don't have a copyrights to it, please don't use it because you will have a copyright claim on that video if you share it publicly, for example, on YouTube. Unless you purchase that music or you create your own, then be aware of the copyrights. Also, as other would be, before you start recording, please clean the lens, because you keep that smartphone in your purse, backpack, or pocket. There are tiny little fuzzy specks of dust on those lenses, so let's clean the lenses before we start recording. I think I haven't mentioned bonus at the beginning of this video, but here is the bonus. I have a homework for you. I know, you are very welcome. And the homework is try to record video. Practice, look at the storyline, create a storyboard, look at the structure and composition of your video, record those short video clips, then stitch them together in a video editing software and publish it somewhere and see if you like it. Ask your friends and family members if they like that video. Practice. Look at the world around you and figure it out what story you would like to share with others. Okay, that's it for today. And as always, stay safe, stay groovy, and see you next time.